wanted to talk about happiness.
That's right, we wanted to talk about happiness, and a new survey released by, it was the 2022 American Family Survey. You combine that with a new poll from YouGov and Deseret News that found liberals are about 15 percentage points less likely to be, quote, completely satisfied with their lives. Ryan is laughing. This is from Unheard. Brad Wilcox, the great Brad Wilcox, whose work you should follow. He says, quote, liberals, especially liberal women, are significantly less likely to be happy with their lives and satisfied with their mental health compared to their conservative peers aged 18 to 55. More from Brad, quote, the survey goes on to find that liberals are about 18 percentage points less likely to be completely satisfied with their mental health than conservatives, but the problem appears to be especially acute for liberal women who register the lowest level of satisfaction with their lives and mental health. Indeed, only 15% of liberal women in the age group surveyed are completely satisfied with their lives, compared to 31% of conservative women. Likewise, only 15% of liberal women are completely satisfied with their mental health, compared to 36% of conservative women. This is incredibly loaded data because it depends on how you define terms like complete and satisfied, and then the combination of them being completely satisfied. It depends on how you define mental health and your own satisfaction with mental health. What does that look like? So if you believe mental health is sort of a more pressing daily problem that needs to be addressed, as many people on the left probably do, then you may be less likely just to be completely satisfied with your mental health, even if you're mentally healthy. So this is like a very, very loaded sort of series of questions, and there are a lot of variables to parse here.
I mean, one thing off the top I would say is that liberals are more likely to have college degrees, more likely to have graduate degrees. Mm-hmm. People with college degrees and graduate degrees are more likely to be the types of people who are going to actually something to death or nitpick the kind of definition of it. And so if you say to somebody like that, are you completely satisfied? They're going to overthink it in a way. Well, completely satisfied, and they'll have some philosophical rationale.
Is anyone ever completely satisfied?
Right. Obnoxiously quibbling with and overthinking the question, and then refusing to like take part. Some are going to do the not sure or they're just going to refuse to participate in something that takes something as nuanced as the meaning of life and tries to chunk it in two. Where I think on the conservative side, you just get more people that are like, yeah, completely satisfied. Sure, well, things are good. Yeah.
So Brad
won last night.
Brad does a lot of really interesting work, and he's the author of the Unheard article on marriage and children and the way that they do create some measure of what you could call satisfaction in people's lives. And his theory in the Unheard article is that liberals are clearly less likely to be married and less likely to have children, and that is eating away at their ability to come to that answer that, yes, I'm completely satisfied with my life. Women, the Institute for Family Studies, Lyman Stone over there, has done some really interesting research on how American women are actually having fewer children than they say they want to.